Funerals are usually moments of mourning, right? But sometimes they also become political events. And that is exactly what the world witnessed during the funeral ceremonies for Iran's late Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei. Well, according to reports, hundreds of thousands gathered at Tehran's Imam Khomeini Grand Mausoleum, where speakers delivered emotional speeches. Now, during the ceremony, people openly called for death of the U.S. President, Mr. Donald Trump, while they also responded with loud chants of death to America and death to Israel. The event took place even as diplomatic efforts continued between Iran and the United States to implement a broader understanding aimed at reducing the regional tension. Now, think about the contrast here. On one hand, diplomats continue talking about reducing tension. On the other hand, public events are filled with aggressive political slogans. This shows just how complicated the whole situation has really become. Governments may continue negotiations, but public emotions often move in a very different direction from here. Well, political speeches delivered during moments like these can shape public opinion for years. They also send message far beyond national borders. That is why the governments around the globe carefully analyze every single statement made during such a high-profile event. In the meantime, for the international community, the biggest concern remains the same. Can diplomacy survive when emotions are running this high? Because let's be honest here, history has shown that misunderstanding during periods of heightened tension can quickly lead to new crises. And yes, while anti-American slogans dominate Tehran, another unexpected developments emerged involving Israel, the United States, and India. India and Israel have strengthened their relationship over the past several years. From defense cooperation to technology and trade, both the nations have built close strategic ties, right? And now, India has unexpectedly entered a political debate taking place between Israel and the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, according to these reports, Israeli Prime Minister Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu responded to comments made by the US Vice President Mr. J.D. Vance by saying that Israel has many friends around the globe, including India. That's right, during an event, Netanyahu described India as a country of 1.4 billion people and said Israel enjoys tremendous support from these Indians. In fact, he also highlighted Israel's strengths in technology, cybersecurity, and innovation while defending his country's international partnership. Now, think about why this matters. Whenever world leaders publicly mention another country during an important diplomatic discussion, those remarks attract global attention. Now, India today is not being viewed as one of the world's largest democracies. It is increasingly being recognized as important strategic partners by countries around the globe. Whether it is technology, whether it is defense, artificial intelligence, or cybersecurity, India's global importance continues to grow. Well, Mr. Netanyahu's comments also reflect how international relationships are becoming more interconnected. Countries today no longer depend on just one partner. They are building multiple strategic relationships across different regions. Now, for India, this growing recognition is another example of its expanding influence on the global stage. And as geopolitics continues to evolve, India's role in international diplomacy is expected to become even more significant here.